Tell me, what's your big, hairy, audacious goal? Not sure? Did you put it down while you were dealing with more urgent matters? Putting your goal aside is a natural response to the challenges we've experienced over the last 2 years. We go into survival mode. We dampen down our ambition as we try our best to ride it out, to survive. I've noticed my clients' focus has been on protecting what they have, and some have been fearful for the future, and to be honest, I have too. But there comes a time in the wheel of fortune where we choose change. We take stock of the lessons learned, we celebrate our resistance and our ability to rise above it. And then we find we begin to ask, what's next? We give ourselves permission to hope, to dream, to want more. Today's episode is all about giving ourselves permission to hope again. It's personal. I'm going to be sharing how I felt over the last 2 years. And it's an invitation to you, an invitation to dream again. Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we? Do you have a big, hairy, audacious goal? A BHAG? If you do, how often do you connect with it? How does it make you feel when you reflect on it? If you don't, what got in the way? We all need a dream, our North Star, something to nurture, something to guide us, something we need to grow into. Imagine I have a magic wand in my hand right now. It has the power to make one of your dreams come true. Not all of your dreams, just the one. But this magic wand guarantees your success in that endeavour. All you have to do is share your dream with me. What's holding you back? Are you afraid I'll judge it? Weigh it against all the other dreams I've granted? Okay, what if I promise that this is the place without judgment? Would you share it with me now? If you hold back, how are you holding back on your dream in your one precious life? I feel like most people, I know you've been through a tough time over these last couple of years. You've been forced to adapt and adapt again. When we're in these circumstances, our natural instinct is to hold back, to keep something in reserve. Our focus isn't on what can I create. Our focus moves to how do I make it through this? We look at what we think we've lost, which is the past, or we're fearful of what might come, the future. Here's the rub. What we focus on influences how we feel and the actions we're willing to take. So how you are being in this world, in this moment, and the actions you take determines what tomorrow will be. Now is the time to move from holding back to leaning in. What was that dream that you had? What does it look like now? Now raise your ambition and dream bigger. Many of us limit our dream by what we believe is possible. We think it keeps us safe, but actually it allows us to stop short of our heart's desire. I get it. I did the same thing. In January 2020, I left my corporate job with a dream in my heart and a plan laid out on my computer. More clinic time for my herbal medicine patients, more coaching, the space to create and enjoy my life. Then at the end of March 2020 came the first lockdown in New Zealand in response to the pandemic. My husband and I have a pub. We have staff to take care of. It was closed during that time. I had patients who needed their herbal medicine. I couldn't get it to them. I couldn't see new patients. Everything I thought I knew changed in 24 hours. So what did I do? I retrenched. I went back to what I knew. I picked up an accounting contract to get money in the door. And my spare hours were invested in finding a way through this. My ambition shrunk in response to this new circumstance. I was focused on protecting my family, my team, and what we'd built. Then in September 2020, I joined Jim Fortin's transformational coaching program. I knew I had to adjust my focal points in order to weather the storm. I began to open up. Over time, I stopped being drawn by circumstance. I learned that how I choose to respond determines how that circumstance unfolds. It wasn't easy. And if you're listening to this episode and you're thinking, yes, but it's so hard or it's painful, I'm scared, I hear you. I understand. I've witnessed that hardship. I'm here for you. I'm holding my hand out to you. I'm encouraging you. Take a moment, breathe, and step up. It's your time. We need you to begin to dream again. Set that big, hairy, audacious goal. Take that magic wand and dream it into being. Make what you're going through stand for a brighter future. Give yourself permission to dream bigger than what you've ever dreamed before and commit to it. Hold that dream in your heart. Visit it often. Allow yourself to feel into it. Visualize yourself and the people around you from the other side of your dream. We've already delivered. You're already living that magic moment, the side where it's done. And from that point, notice the small steps you took each day that got you to that goal. Take that magic wand and know that you can't fail. You may choose a wiggly route. You may choose a direct path or somewhere in between. But all paths reach that destination. You've come too far to not see this through. Imagine a world where we each chose to dream again. We remembered how resilient we are and we took that knowing into how we showed up today. Now is the time. Allow yourself to have more ambition for your life, your relationships, what these past 2 years have taught you about your health. This world needs you to be you. Give yourself permission to raise your ambition. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.